Hello, folks, and welcome back. Just to give you a small, brief update, for those of y'all that do not know and have not heard, few things have been going on. My company has been growing steadily, and I've got people working for me. But most recently, a change of events is on May the 28th. My mother passed away. She lost her battle with cancer. Uh, and so we've been tending to those things and stuff like that. So that's why you haven't heard from me or anything like that. But anyhow, enough of the sad news and all that good stuff. She's in a better place. She's no longer suffering or anything like that. So now I'm gonna uh share with y'all this game because they allowed me to beta test this game. However, I don't have a second monitor now because somewhere in the mix of things, all of my monitors burn up, probably lightning strike or something. Who knows? But anyhow, I'll get another monitor. So I have to pull up my phone because my uh, tablet is in the van. So let me pull up my phone and see if I can mute this. That way I can read the. Nope. What do I got going on here? I'm still sorting this out because I don't ever read text messages on my phone. So let me turn that down. That way, uh, I want to select. I don't want to view top messages. I want to view all messages. I'm still sorting my phone out. But this game is CALYX. It's a lot like Command and Conquer. I've kind of tested it a little bit. Let me type in a message here. Text. See if it comes up on my phone. Okay, yep. Good deal. Now, so I can set that right there, and I can read the text and all that stuff. I can't spell text. All right. But anyhow, let me get my OBS out of the way so I can actually see the game, like y'all. This game, if you are familiar with the Command and Conquer series and stuff like that, this game is a lot like that, but different. Okay. Now this is the playtest version right here, pre-released. It has not been released. You have to put your name on the list, and they'll pick you to uh, play the game, test the game, and all that stuff. And I did promise the devs that I would do a video on this game, the playtest version of the game, and stuff like that. So, with that being said, I am keeping my word and doing a playtest video on it. And I really, the little that I've played in this game, I have really enjoyed where this game is going. It is it's its own concept for sure. It's a very enjoyable game. However, the game can take a twist, and it can get very difficult too. But it's got enough spice to it to where it'll keep you on your seats if you make one wrong move. Trust me, I've gotten defeated a few times, several times, probably more than I'm going to admit to y'all, but I digress. But then there's also been times where it seemed like it was a walkthrough because I learned and I made some better choices. Let me get a sip of this coffee, folks. It is Irish cream, today's coffee. Mm. So, and my mobile repair business, it's going really good for those of y'all that are wondering and all that stuff. Today is a rain day, so I figured, you know what? Let me just go ahead and sort my life out and do this. All right, so welcome to the playtest. This is the pre-released version. As I'd mentioned, it was released to beta testers and game testers and stuff like that. Welcome to the playtest. Hello, and welcome to the CALYX demo version 2. There are lots of new things to try out, including, before we read that list, if you hadn't already read it, you probably already read it 3 or 4 times before I mentioned it. I really, I really, devs, if you're listening, I really have enjoyed the new updates to this version versus the last demo, especially with the whole miner, uh, the little miner vessel or tank or whatever it is, and all that stuff. That right there really adds more character to it, in my opinion. So far, I haven't really found any complaints really that I have, but we may, find some, or we may not. Challenge mode has 5 new maps for the challenge mode, new CALYX plants with new mechanics. Watch out for the crawlers, which I'm not quite sure what they're meaning with that one. I don't know, and it might be because of the little vines or something like that. I don't know. New player units, yes, guys, they did give us some new player units for this version of the game, and the harvester-based mining system, absolutely love that. Absolutely. New resource isotopes. That kind of confused me at first, but then I was able to figure it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really like that right there, because it gives more depth. Instead of the game just giving you a bunch of freebies and stuff like that, you gotta work for it, guys. I mean, it's not so overwhelmingly painstakingly grinding. But if you think that you're just going to jump in this game and bam, beat it and win it, absolutely not. It's like playing chess in its own right. So with that being said, you're not just, unless you have a bunch of cheat codes or things like that, which I don't know if there's any for this game or anything. You're not just going to run through this game and just beat it. It has its own challenges and stuff like that. Let's see. Boost modules in the world. Connect these to power for bonuses. Oh, yes, that's a new thing, too, and I really like that. Drawable walls and pylons. Hadn't really played with that yet. Rebindable keys, adjusted user interface scaling, and lots more quality of life features. Original music from our longtime collaborator. Excuse me. The tutorial has been updated with the major new systems so that it's a good place to start if you're new to CALYX. I think I'm saying that name, CALYX or something. I think it's CALYX. Is how you pronounce it properly. Enjoy, please. Yes, I've already filled out the questionnaire. But yes, you can do it as many of them as you want. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Skirmish and show y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and go with Array Site just to kind of show y'all a few things. Let's see, the CALYX routes. Let's go with 2 for right now. And then we're going to go with a lot of ore fields. Okay. We're going to go with easy. Not very easy, but easy. And then we're going to do a lot of resources. Well, I say a lot of resources, but not really a lot of resources. Okay, just to give y'all a little taste of what the game's like. This isn't going to be a really long stream today. Now, don't do like I did, because I actually put like 8 of them on there. And I set my base down right here. And I didn't realize that one of those routes was right here. Yeah, it was interesting. Unfortunately, I was not recording that video, but it was interesting. I ended up losing, absolutely, but it was still interesting and it was funny. So these are what the routes look like when all of you start the game and stuff like that. They look like little flower plants. In a way, that's what they actually are. And that says should be nope. There's not another one. Okay, so we only started with 2. So there's one in this corner and then one over here. Now on this specific map, I like to start right here a lot of times. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start down here on the bottom. Okay. And the reason being is because it's different from the last one. All right, so let's go ahead and get our refinery going. Let's see. I think it's E. Yes, E turns your buildings. E and Q, I think, is what turns your buildings. All right, so let's go ahead and place that there. Okay, now you do start off with some you do start off with a couple of things. All right, now what I'm doing is I'm left clicking and holding. It's just like Command and Conquer. This is more like, I think, Command and Conquer 2 Red Alert. And then I'm right clicking and holding, right clicking, and I'm just dragging that there. What it's going to do is it's going to send those units there, just like those units. And that's how you kind of set a formation. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy built also, because we want to go ahead and establish some income. So let's go ahead and get some power going on real quick as well, because that is a thing. You will need some power to get started. I usually like to start off with 4 of these. Let's go ahead and get a power pole. We got to be careful when we first start off, because you can get too ahead and end up shorting yourself and hindering yourself in the game later on. So we're going to go ahead and extend these power poles out here. And there's the reason we're doing that. Is the reason being is because that's going to allow us to put defense turrets. Remember, there's a strategy to play in this game, guys, and I can show you a few tips and tricks, but I'm just kind of giving you the gist of the game right now. And do definitely expect more videos to come from me on this game, and I will, if the devs don't donate a copy, I will definitely buy a version of this game when it comes out for full release, because I really enjoy it. For me, it's kind of a chill and build game. All right, now let's go ahead and get some other buildings out. Let's go ahead and get us a light factory. We're going to place that right. You know what? Let's place it right here. Okay. And let's see. Defense, we can go ahead and set us up a couple of defense turrets just for preventive measurements. And we're definitely going to keep an eye on our power grid. So far we're at 122 and we're using 115, but that's okay, because we can build more solar. But we got our money established, we got our resources established. So now we're going to just kind of set up a little bit of a defense. All right, and then we're going to go in here and we're going to build a couple of these bad boys. So we're going to have 3 of them. Well, let's do 4 of them, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and right click. I left clicked my factory right there, and then I right clicked to set a waypoint over there. So what I want to do is I want to put 2 more of those little tanks over here to kind of bolster those defenses up. Because if you look, yes, that one's coming down, but this one's already here at our gate. Okay, so we definitely want to get a couple of those bolstered and put up over there, and then we're going to go ahead and set our rally point right there, and then we're going to go ahead and put 2 more over there. You see where I'm going with this, guys? Give me just 1 second. Right, let me get a sip of this coffee while we're waiting on things to build. That's good stuff. All right. All right, now, what we're going to do is we're going to look into some more power. Okay, we're going to bring some power over here also. Can I fit it in there? Yes, I can. Let's see. And let's go ahead and give us one of these little thingies. All right, and then let's see. Can I go ahead and do another refinery? Yes, I can. Maybe. So let's squeeze that bad boy in right there. Okay, and we got 4 over here. Okay.
Ready for action.
Let's go ahead and space these guys out a little bit.
Yes. You got
There we go. How are these guys over here doing? All right, let's go ahead and
for action.
space these guys out right here. Okay, now the vines, they cannot climb up the cliffs, and that's what that is a cliff face down there, guys. So what that's going to do, that's going to give us a little bit of defense until we can really get established. At least that's the hope and that's the goal. Okay, and then we'll start walking our defenses out. Let's see here. We're going to get some artillery also. We're going to set up some artillery. We're going to set up 2 on each side. Okay, but that costs a lot of resources. So we're going to go ahead and oh nope, we can only get 1, but that's okay. We got, well, I say plenty of power, but yes and no. If we lose power, we lose our defense turrets down here. So keep that in mind, guys. If we lose power, we lose that. So let's go ahead and, while we can, let's throw a couple more power stations down. Can we put 3? No, we cannot put 3, but we can put 2. All right, and let those bad boys build. Okay. And that artillery, we're going to put him
Always ready.
right there, and he's going to have a pretty good range of attack and stuff like that. Notice he fired artillery and he kept that at bay, so we're going to leave him there. Okay, and like I said, we're going to get 2, but I'm going to put 1 on each side. That way I have 1 on each side for even more defense. Now we could put some mortar turrets down. We could, but that takes our power. So, you got to kind of decide, units or power. So where he's, all right, he's coming out now. So we're going to go ahead and place him over here. He's going to give this a nice little backup right there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and select our waypoint, and we're going to go ahead and put that right here. And then as soon as we can get another one of these artillery, we're going to go ahead and send it over to the left, because if you notice, these roots right here, these roots will actually grow like flower blossoms or whatever you want to call them, and then they'll actually start shooting. It's their version of a defense tower or whatever for the game. That's what those are. All right, so we got 1 of those. Let's go ahead and get another 1 of those over here. That way that helps boost our economy. And we still have this bad boy going up and down. We have plenty of power now. So now what do we have? We have this guy right here. This is the isotope mine that I was telling you about. So we need 250 gold. So that's what we're going to work on next. Because, nope, that's our build thingy. We want to build this research tech center right here, which allows us to have new, upgraded, and better units. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to actually come this direction, and we're going to walk up here, and we're going to take over this island right there. Okay. How many artilleries do we have over there? Yes, we got another one. All right, so let's go ahead and get this artillery right there while we're here. All right, so that gives us our artilleries. So that's a very good thing right there. So we're looking good right now, guys. He's how the artillery are targeting them and those. That's going to bring things at bay. See how it calmed things down now? Okay. Now, this is just one of many strategies that you can utilize in this game. Well, understand, we've got this on easy. Okay, not very easy, but we have it on easy. Okay. And if we make a wrong choice, we're going to pay that price. I promise you guys, we are going to pay that price. All right, let's see. Mining, I think, is, yes. Is this the ISO? Yes, we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're going to go ahead and place that down. And then we're going to immediately, as soon as we can, we're going to throw more power down, because if not, we're going to lose power to our defenses. Those 4 tanks and artillery are not going to be enough to hold this back. They will, the vines will overtake our defenses. So we definitely need to make sure that we have some more power. All right, now if you want to rotate your camera, hold the middle mouse button down, guys, and you can rotate your camera and stuff like that. Okay, which is real good camera angles also. And if you want to zoom in, you can zoom in too. But like I said, it's kind of like Command and Conquer. I'd like to have a couple of those units in Command and Conquer. Those look really, really good. All right, so these guys are doing a really good job holding that down right there. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and throw some more power down. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we've got that. So that gives us this right here. It gives us it gives us isotopes. Okay. That's what that gives us. And that we need that to research. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm also going to throw out down a silo or two, because that's going to allow us to stockpile the blue stuff. The what is that? Ore. The ore. That's what that's going to do. It's going to allow us to do that. Okay, now let's see. Buildings. That's what we want to work on right there. We've got enough of the ore, so now we just need that to build up. So basically what we're going to do, guys, we're just going to sit here and look pretty. If you notice, the artillery is doing a phenomenal job keeping the I guess it's CALYX is what it's called. I don't even know if I even yeah, I don't even know what the name of that stuff is. We might have to go ahead and put some more storage down, and then that's okay, because that allows us to store up our ore, because we will eventually run out of ore here, guys. It is not unlimited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and move one of these over here also. So now we have 3 on the left, 3 on the right. What is this stuff called? Does it have a name? What is it called? It is razor leaf CALYX. That's okay. So that's okay. So it's literally called CALYX. Okay. So now we know. All right. Let's see. We are waiting on. Oh yes, 150 to build that, and we got plenty of power going on right now. Absolutely, good thing. Good thing. Okay. Let's see. Now this is going to be really easy to defend. So what we're going to do is once we get this down, yes, that's what we need right there. Absolutely gorgeous. That's what we definitely want right there. Let's go ahead and get some more power, just in case measures. We're going to start building up some defenses now, and we're going to start making a path up here. Okay, and we're going to do that with a combination of base turrets as well as units as well. Okay, so that's going to give us some more power. All right, so it's going to take us some time to research things and all that. Now, what I want to do is I want to research these and this first, and that's going to absolutely help us set our power to a more stable grid and all that stuff. Now, what I could do is I could probably go ahead and build another one of these rockets right here. That way we have 2 rockets going up, because I can always disable them. That way it helps us get gold faster. Okay. That way, it kind of speeds things up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Because even though we still have plenty of ore, do we really have plenty of ore? Exactly. All right. Let's see. How's our research going? All right, let's go ahead and research that. Okay, and that's going to help us get our uh, thing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to research our repair guy right here. Okay, and then this lovely little jewel right here is absolutely phenomenal. That is a Goliath tank. These are the new units right here, guys, that they've gave us in this update. But you have to get them by research, and I really like that. And I absolutely hope to see even more. I would even like to see maybe even some aerial units in this game. That would be really cool. You know, maybe like a transport that you can go and drop some stuff off, like, you know, the transport kind of like drop a bomb or something to kind of clear it out like this, and then you could drop some units down in there. Let's go ahead and get a repair guys going on right there. Okay. And let's see. Let's go ahead and get us a tank over here. This is the Bulwark. Is it Wark? Slow but robust tank. Shells are good at blasting trunks, which they blast these things right here, kind of like the artillery. But they shoot a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and send 2 of them over here on this side. Then we're going to reinforce this over here once we get those built. Okay. And it's all about slowly progressing, guys. Like I said, you're not just going to jump in this game and beat it and all that, especially if it's on hard. If it's on hard, guys, it is absolutely brutal. And I may do a stream on that for you one day. Just not today. Okay. All right, so there's another tank right there. Okay. We get our tanks set in place, and then we're going to bolster these units up right here, and then we're going to start walking them out. But we gotta have some units out there, guys. We can't just start walking out there. Okay, light factory cannot deploy you. Okay, so oops. We need to go right here, and then we gotta research to where we can put more units out, because here's a unit cap right here, so we have 20 of 20 on the battlefield. And if we go out here and we spend 200 gold and 400 ore, then we absolutely can put out like another 20, I believe. Yes, absolutely another 20. So we'll just let this build back up real quick. And it's going to take a minute because, there we go. These rocket ships, they're filling up, they're pulling ore as these are dropping off ore. If you notice, this right here is almost depleted, so we're fixing to have to start walking up here. But I'll send them guys over here to this side right here so that they can get some more ore. I'll say it here in a minute. All right, so there's my 2 tanks right there. Okay, we're okay, there he is. Oh, I must not have built the other tank yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and build another tank. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and set the rally point right here. Okay, and that's going to reinforce our defenses right here. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get these guys right over here. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to walk these units out. All right, now let's go ahead and start building up these guys. Let's go ahead and get us a repair Solace down. We're going to go ahead and get him right over here. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and kick out, I'd say 6 more of these little guys right here. 2 more of those, and then 2 more of those. This repair tank right here, he absolutely will repair these guys. Okay, and then we'll start walking these things out. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and research this guy right here and this guy, but we're gonna research this guy right here first and get two of those out there on the battlefield. Actually, four of those, because they have machine guns and big artillery guns. They kind of have machine guns like this little guy right here. They have one on each side, and then they have a big gun like this guy right here, a little bit further, not quite as far as artillery. I really like that unit. It's a really good, robust unit also. And then we're going to try to we're going to divide our forces. We're going to have half of our forces set up a block right here, and then half of them they're going to walk this way, and then we're going to take a third of our forces here, and we're going to reinforce these forces that's going to come from here and go this way, and then we're going to put up a defensive line right here so that we can capture this building right here, capture that ore right there, and then we can start walking up onto that island right there also. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get you down here. Let's go ahead and get you up a little bit. Okay, so what we're doing is, you see we're slowly starting to walk our units out now, because they are definitely supported by all of our artillery and stuff like that. Okay, but like I said, you don't want to just run and gun. This is not a run and gun game right here. Let's see, bring him up. We'll go ahead and bring that up. We can go ahead and bring that up, and if I need to, I can fall back behind the three turrets right there. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and we're going to have a little strategy with that. Can you get down in there? Okay, let's kind of space y'all out just a little bit.
Always ready. Yes. Yes. Affirmative.
Perfect.
Ready to serve. Understood.
Move that artillery up a little bit. Let's move this bad boy up right here. Okay.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and get you all up in here. There you go. Because what these little guys do, they're like little lawnmowers. They mow all this stuff down. Okay.
Ready to serve.
So that's what them guys are actually really, really good at. Okay.
Always ready.
And you can absolutely, you can get surrounded in this game. Absolutely, I've done it inadvertently many times. Don't care to admit it, but I'm just saying, I have definitely done it. Okay, now I can go ahead and move this guy up in here. I can go ahead and move him a little closer too.
Always ready.
Okay, see how I've got a real strong defense going on now with these guys? Let's see here. Let's get him up there. All right, now. Okay, we're low on minerals. Okay, because these guys are probably out of minerals over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and have them come over here and get on that. And we're going to go ahead and demolish this one. Okay, and then we're going to build up another one right I'd say about right there. That way they can go in and out. Two of them in and out. Okay, now while we're waiting on them to get over there, let's go ahead and build one of these bad boys right here. Okay, and then let's go ahead and build that. Okay, we're gonna build one right there. We're gonna rotate that. 1, 2, 3. And if you notice, I'm putting these solar panels around a certain way. Okay. When these get built, they're going to add more to the power grid, and then we can start getting these done something with. Okay, we can start getting resources back out of these because these are going to absolutely put more power to the grid. Okay, so we can go ahead and demolish that. Demolish that. And demolish that. Okay. Now, let's go over here to our thing. Let's go ahead and get us a couple more tanks. Okay. Then we're going to start pushing out. Okay, and we're going to cut that off. Let's see. So basically, we're just sitting here waiting on these beautiful little fellas right here to bring us some more iron or whatever it's called. And if you notice, we got plenty of power now. Okay, and that's good. That's real good because what that will do, that will allow us to extend our power grid out. All right, let's take these guys right here, and we're going to wedge them like that, but we're going to also reinforce them with these blue tanks too, or they're all blue, but we're going to reinforce them with that. Okay, and what they're going to do is they're going to continue walking that CALYX back. Okay, so and then we're going to go ahead and bring our artillery up. Right there. It's a good spot. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and bring this tank up. And we're going to go ahead and bring that little guy up too. All right, they're within the repair zone of that guy. Okay. Notice how almost like a phalanx, kind of like an arrow, if you would. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring that guy up. Okay, so I actually right now I can we're gonna bring that artillery up right there. If you notice, I'm strategically moving these guys forward. Always strategically moving them forward. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and set these guys right here. Let's go ahead and go over here to our research. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy right there researching. I can actually go ahead and have this guy and this guy right here go on down here and start getting some resources down there. Let's go ahead and get our lawnmowers, our little rangers. Go ahead and get 4 more of those. Well, 3 at the moment. Okay. Yeah, 3 should be enough. That way we can get artillery or something like that. Was I able to reach? Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Okay. Let's put him right there, guys. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy up here. We're going to move this guy up here. This guy up here. Okay. And what we're doing is we're using units to kind of give us a wall right here. You know, a wall of defense. Definitely move that guy up. Okay. There we go. We're going to bring this guy over here. Because the more of a gap we have, the more space we're going to need to cover. So that's why we're building more units. Okay, and we'll get those guys set. And then we'll get this guy right there. And then we will move him right there. Okay, and this guy right here, we're going to go ahead and get him up there. We're going to move these guys up. Okay. All right, now we're going to set there for just a second. We're going to come back in here. We're going to set our thing right there. Okay, looks like we might need. Let's go ahead and get one of those right there. Okay, that's my phone going off. All right, so now we're out of ore. So basically, okay. So what we need to do, we need to go ahead and shut that guy down. We're gonna go ahead and demolish that so we can get some resources back from that, so we can build units. Definitely, we don't want to forget this little section right here. Okay, guys. Where's our our armor tank? Did we like not build one or something? You know what? All right. Well, let's go ahead and move this guy over here then, since we seem to have lost a tank over here somehow. Okay, no, not a problem. Y'all got some backup coming, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get another one of them going. We're going to go ahead and get that next upgrade right there, which gives us 20 more units, because you can see we're already at 36 of 40. So that's what? 37, 38, 39, 44 more units. So yeah, we definitely need to work on that. Let's see. I can actually control that building. Hold the control button down, and whenever I push the one key, I can actually select that building. And you can do that with units also, guys. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get another artillery also. Let's go ahead and bring these guys up and start forming a line of defense right here. Okay, let's see if it holds out. Let's get these guys. And we want to keep them fairly close, guys. We don't want to spread out. If we spread out, then we break the line of defense. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't want to do that. So we want to keep that line of defense. Okay. So we definitely don't want to spread out. Okay. We're going to bring him up here. We're going to go ahead and bring him right there. We're going to bring him right there, guys. Okay. Let's move him right there. Let's go ahead and bring this bad boy right. Let's place him right there. And that's going to give a good coverage right there. See what I was telling you about the bulbs? That's a kind of like their active turrets, like our defense turrets. But these guys are real good at taking them out. See, like I'm going to go ahead and knock this guy out right here with the artillery. Let's see. What other unit can I? Yes, let's go ahead and get another one of these. Okay, let's go ahead and get a tank. Let's go ahead and get that should put us at our pop limit. So now basically we're just going to have to hold off until let's see if we move him up a little bit. Let's move him up a little bit. Let's move him up a little bit. Let's move this guy up a little bit. We're readjusting our fire down here, basically is what we're doing. That way we have more of a defense. All right, let's go ahead and bring him up right there. Let's go ahead and bring him up right there, because remember, we still got our turrets right here, so that's a good thing. Okay. Now, if we wanted to, we could throw some artillery down, but what we want to do, guys, is we need to save our money now so that we can make this upgrade right here. That right there, because now we're unit capped. We can't put no more units out. Let's go ahead and bring that bad boy up here. We're going to bring him a little closer. We're going to move him up. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move him right there, because he's going to be able to repair a pretty good portion of everybody. We're going to move him down just a little bit to kind of help make sure that that's kept at bay. All right. Let's bring him back. See, about right there. That should give us the most coverage right there. All right, let's see. We got 700 and some change. All right, now what we can do is we can go ahead and deactivate that for right now. Okay, we'll still get the money from them going up space. We'll still get that money. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put a defense line right here and right here. Okay. And what that's going to allow us to do is that's going to allow us to secure the passage up north. And then these units can go to our west and put up a reinforcements for the other units to our left over there. If y'all remember, we had those beautiful folks over there holding it down like nobody's business. Yes, those are the guys. Let's go ahead and close that gap right there. Let's go ahead and move him up. And we're going to go ahead and move him up, say right there. We're going to go ahead and move him up right there. Okay, now, we can go ahead and research this. Get our 20 extra units. Yes. Good. All right. Okay, we can go ahead and move him up right there. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring another one of these repair thingies, and then we're going to go ahead and get, say, about 4 more of those. Harvester stopped. Okay, so what that means is that these guys all need to come down here now. Okay, so I can just demolish one of these. Okay. And then let's go down here to our power. Let's extend this. Say right there. I'm going to send this guy this way. Then I'm going to go ahead and throw us a mine thingy down here wherever I can. Beautiful. Alright, so that's going to automatically push those units up, but that's okay. That's absolutely okay, guys.
Understood.
That is absolutely okay for right now.
Always ready. Affirmative.
Okay.
Ready for action.
Let's go ahead and bring him up there to support those 2 units right there. If you notice they're trying to sneak in on me, you got to be careful. They're sneaky. Alright, let's see. There's the tank right there. Okay. There's that tank. Right, let's see.
Yes.
Get us some more of those. We're going to go ahead and move him over here. We're going to go ahead and move him over here. Our resources is fixing to slow down, guys, because like I said, we're at the bottom of the barrel here now because we got to get some more resources coming in. These guys are holding out. The resources do not regenerate. I wished in a way that they did kind of regenerate. That would be sweet. That would be very, very awesome if they did. But as of right now, they do not. Not that I know of. So, with that being said, you got to spend your resources wisely, folks. Absolutely, you got to spend them wisely. All right, let's see. Now, let's go ahead and get another tank and probably another artillery. But you know what? Hold on. I got something right here. Nope. There we go. Let's go ahead and get the flamethrower. I'm not sure what the laser is. We'll go ahead and get that orbital laser. I don't know what it does. Don't know anything about it, guys. But we're definitely going to go ahead and research that since we had the money. we're going to continue walking our guys up. Let's go ahead and park this little fella. We'll go ahead and park him right there. Yes. We're going to give him some backup. We're going to put him right there. These guys are going to support those two units right there. So he's going to go up there and go havoc on that. Okay. And I think, yes, there's some more resources over here, which we'll push out here in a minute when we take these units and start moving to our left. But before we do that, we absolutely have to secure this right here. If not, the CALYX will come down through here and it'll circle behind us. So, you know, like I said, there's some method to the madness. Okay, so this guy right here, he's useless there now. So let's go ahead and move him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move these guys forward now. Okay.
Always ready.
That way we can put another
Yes.
this thingy refinery here. There we go. We need to move you forward a little bit more. There you go.
Always ready.
Move you forward. We can move you down just a little tad. All right, now where's my refinery? There we go. We're going to put that bad boy right there. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and get rid of this guy right down here. And we're just basically walking our refineries around. Okay.
Always ready.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy up here.
Ready for action.
This guy up here.
You got it.
Okay. We're going to leave that guy here. We're going to put this guy right here. Okay, because we definitely need to build some more units, okay? Because we are not... let's go ahead and grab him. 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. And get them going right up here. Okay, so we don't get cut off. Because if you see, the CALYX is moving down. Okay, so let's go ahead and move him up here a little bit. Let's move him right there. Might be a good spot. But we don't want to get spread out too thin down here. These guys are doing a phenomenal job of holding these guys back. And we got some more units being mustered up there and all that stuff. So go ahead and get some more artillery and some tanks. And another ranger. Let's check out our research. We still have not researched the Inferno, which we're going to research that because that works real well at defending against these guys right here. So I'm not sure what these guys are. We have not researched them yet. But what we do need to do, we do need to go ahead and turn that back on to get us some gold coming in because we're running a little low on gold, folks. Okay. So, and we can get the ore, just getting the gold is the problem. All right. Let's see. Can y'all? No, you can't go emptying that. Let's go ahead and demolish this. That way they don't have to go so far. Can we? There we go. Can we move up? Will that work? Can we move y'all up?
Ready for action. Understood. Ready to serve.
Okay.
Always ready. Yes.
Let's see if we can kind of spread out a little bit more. Just to kind of push it back some more. Let's go ahead and take that guy out right there. We're pushing the envelope because, like I said, guys, this can turn on you real quick. So you definitely have to be careful. I think I can get away with putting this guy right here. And this guy right here. And then this guy right here. I think we can get away with that one. let's go ahead and move this guy up. Let's move this up right here, and then we're going to go ahead and move this one up also. And then we can go ahead and push this guy up. All right, so that's giving us, we're pushing them back now. All right, so now let's see, can we go ahead and move up again? Okay, let's go ahead and move this guy up, because now we're going to start moving over now. Okay, there we go. We're going to start pushing it back. Notice we got here just in time to save that little guy right there. Okay, let's go ahead and get us some more units out on the battlefield. Inferno. We have not unlocked the Inferno yet. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get that Inferno out there now. Okay. We're going to continually pushing these back now. We're going to steadily walk it back now. And then we got to be careful. We're going to walk it to, say, about right here, because there's another alley right here where he can come down through here and still get behind us. So we definitely need to be careful, guys. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go ahead and get this guy marked right there, because we're going to go ahead and continue pushing forward. Okay. Go ahead and get this guy up here, because now what we can do is we can go ahead and drop some power down here to this guy. Okay, and then we can go ahead and drop some defenses down next to that, which we're going to go ahead and drop some of these bad boys down. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and put some artillery down here as well. Okay, kind of just defend this little guy right here. There we go. All right, now. Power, we are absolutely looking good on power still. Okay. How we're doing over here? These guys are absolutely holding it down like a boss. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move that up just a tad bit right there. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's go ahead and get a couple of those Inferno tanks out. Okay. We're going to hold these guys right here. Okay. Because they are absolutely doing a phenomenal job right there. Okay. We're going to move this guy right up here. We're going to move him up the hill. We're going to move him up the hill. We're going to move these two right here up the hill also. Okay. And that's going to give it a more solidified position. You can go ahead and go up the hill too. There you go. Get up there. Get up there. All right. And then these two guys, they can go ahead and move up the hill also. And that's going to give us a more established defense right there. Well, we can go ahead and move you up there a little bit more. There you go. And then we're going to put you right there. All right, that's going to give us a more established area right there. Okay, that's well established. That's well established. Okay. All right, so now we got some Inferno going on. So we're going to go ahead and place one of those Infernos right there. We're going to grab this Inferno. We're going to place him right here. We've got power going to this beautiful thing right there. We're looking good on our power grid. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4 of these guys. We're going to put them back there. That way we can keep them separated. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and push these guys up a little more also. Remember, we don't want to do it too fast, guys, because guess what? We're fixing to run out of resources. And guess what we need to get? The blue stuff under this. So that's why we're pushing forward. All right, we're going to go ahead and move him up. Right there. We're going to go ahead and move him up also. And then we're going to move him up. There we go. And we're just going to steadily walk them forward, okay? These guys, we're going to walk them forward too. We're going to go ahead and move this Inferno tank up because he's really, really good at burning that stuff. Okay. All right. So now we're almost linked to this unit right here. So what we can do is we can take these guys and we can go ahead and put them out there. Okay. And then we can actually take these guys and kind of put them right there. Then we can take these guys and push them up. And then we can move this guy up. This guy up. Okay. Nice. All right, so we are at our unit cap again. We're going to put him up here. We're going to bring this guy up here. And we're going to bring him down here. This guy, let's see. We're going to bring him, say, right there. And we can go ahead and bring these guys up right here also. Okay. Because now, there we go. And we're just slowly walking it back. Slowly walking it back, guys. Slowly. Like I said, we don't want to get in too much of a hurry to do this because we can make a mistake and the CALYX can absolutely overwhelm us. Okay, so we definitely want to keep that in mind. Okay, so our harvester stopped. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and shut that guy down because if not, he will absolutely take all of our ore to space. Okay, so we need to go ahead and get up there. And just steadily push forward. So we need to kind of push forward a little bit faster. And try to secure these resources up here. Okay. All right, now, we're going to take these guys and we're going to kind of push them forward right here. We're going to bring him up there to support that, and then we're going to nudge him up just a little bit. We still want to just hold that little corner right there. Okay, now we're going to take these three little fellas. We're going to put them right there, along with this guy. We're going to put him right there, and then we're going to put him right there. Then we're going to put him right there, and we're just going to steadily walk them forward, guys. Strategically. Because we got to get some more ore. You got to have fuel if you want to drive this game. Okay. Walk these guys up right there. Absolutely beautiful, guys. All right, here we go. Bring this little fella up. Bring that little fella up. We'll put him right there. Okay. We'll put him right there. All right. We'll move this little guy up right here. Okay. And these guys over here are absolutely holding these two back right here. So that's absolutely a beautiful place. All right. So let's grab all our little miners. Actually, you know what? Let's bring them little fellas right there. Let's step our power grid down right here and step it over here. Okay? Because we're going to live dangerously now, guys. Yes, we are. 220. All right. We're going to go ahead and demolish these because there's no need to keeping them because they're no longer useful for us. Okay. All right. Now, let's see. Let's go ahead and get this right here. Okay. Because now we're going to push forward.
Always ready. Affirmative. Ready to serve. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
To protect our miners.
Always ready. Affirmative. Ready for action.
Okay.
Always ready. Yes.
There we go.
Ready to serve. You got it. Yes. Yes. Ready to serve. Understood. Ready for action. Always ready.
Got to get them resources, peeps. Got to get them resources.
Understood. Yes. You got it. Ready for action.
Then I might go ahead and take these guys,
Affirmative.
this little section up here,
You got it.
and I might actually go ahead and take that out.
Ready to serve. Understood. Affirmative.
I'm just saying.
Always ready.
But yep, combination of artillery, tanks, and stuff absolutely will
Yes.
do you some good on this little old game right here.
Ready for action. Affirmative. Understood.
All right, so we've got them at bay here.
Ready to serve.
Let's go ahead and move these little fellas right here up a little bit more.
Affirmative. Ready for action.
And get a nice, good little defensive posture going on. Okay, we can go ahead and move these two little fellas up right there also.
Yes. Understood. Always ready. Affirmative. Ready
So
for
what we're
action.
going to do
Understood.
is we're going to go ahead and take these guys right here.
Ready to serve.
And we're going to push them up.
Yes. Ready for action.
And we're going to move that artillery up. Then we're going to take these guys. We're really going to get in there, and we're going to cut it off right here, and we're going to seal this with a defense, and then go from there. That's what we're going to do, folks. Now, what is this over here? That is a heart. I'm not sure what the heart is, but okay, whatever.
Yes.
All right. Now that they got that clear, we're going to move these guys right here up. Okay, we're going to move these guys up.
Affirmative.
Okay.
Ready for
And these guys should be able to
understood.
hold this little valley right here. Okay. Fairly easy. All right, beautiful.
You got it.
Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move this guy right up here to give them some support. If they need healing, they'll get that healing. All right, now we're going to take these guys and we're going to bring them like this. Okay, we're going to go ahead and send him up here to support these guys.
Always ready.
And then this guy right here also. Okay. Now, let's look at what is the good strategy here. I think all right, let's go ahead and bring him up. Him up,
Ready to serve.
him up, and then him up.
Affirmative.
And then we'll bring these guys up to support them.
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll
Ready for action.
bring him up right through the middle to support him. Okay. All right, now we're going to hold right there. Well, actually, we're going to go ahead and bring this guy up,
Affirmative. Ready to serve.
this guy up,
You got it.
and this guy up because we're going to push it back well off our resources right here.
Action.
Okay.
Yes. Affirmative.
Now, we are a little thin. We are absolutely a little thin. Okay.
Understood. Yes. Ready to serve.
There we go.
You got it.
And we'll readjust accordingly. Um,
Ready for action.
well, actually, let's go ahead and bring these guys up right here.
Always ready. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Affirmative.
Because now we need to come over here, and we got 1,500 and then 750. All right, beautiful. Can I research it? Oh, I need 750 of that. Okay, so I can go ahead and turn this guy back on. Okay, since these guys are all waiting to get into the shops, that's fine.
Always ready.
All right, let's go ahead and bring this beautiful little tank up right here.
Ready for action.
Let's go ahead and bring that one up to support him. Okay,
Ready to serve.
and then we'll keep these fine contraptions at bay.
Always ready. Affirmative.
Okay. Then what that means is I can bring my artillery up to right here. Okay.
Yes. Understood.
I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna bring these two artillery up right here.
You got it. Always ready.
I'm gonna bring him up here to support that. Okay, so now these guys are doing absolutely nothing. So let's go ahead and bring them right here. Let's go ahead and bring these guys right here. Let's bring this guy up right there. Absolutely.
Always ready.
Let's bring him right there. Okay, let's bring that little fella up right there. This little fella up right here. This little fella up right here.
Ready for action.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is actually working out really, really good.
Ready for action. Understood. Ready to serve. Affirmative.
Really good.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we can go ahead and bring
Ready to serve.
these guys around here now.
Always ready.
Absolutely. I'm loving this. I'm loving this, guys. Now, y'all got resources happening? Yes, y'all do. Outstanding. Okay.
Ready for action. You got it. Yes.
I'm absolutely digging this. All right, so that means that I can bring this guy up right here. Let's move him over here a little bit.
Always ready.
Move him over here.
Ready for action.
Move him right there.
Ready to serve. Yes.
Oh, yes. All right, so that means that I can actually bring these guys up now. All right. Perfect.
To serve.
Let's move him right there. Let's go ahead and get some more
Affirmative.
small defenses
For action.
and stuff like that. We can go ahead and move these little guys up, kind of, give us a line of defense.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of strategy here, guys. Little bit of strategy. All right.
Always ready.
Let's go ahead and move this artillery up right here. These guys are absolutely defending like bosses. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this guy up now.
Yes.
And then we'll go ahead and bring this guy up. And then we'll bring this guy up and nudge him right
Understood.
there. Okay. Now, where's our thingy? There's our thingy. Not that thingy, the other thingy. Yes. Let's go ahead and get us 20 more units on the cooking. Yes. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to swing these units around. Okay, so I can actually move him up here. I can move him up here. I can move him up here. I can move him right there. I can bring this little fella up right here.
Affirmative.
Okay, and then
Always ready.
let's bring this little guy up right here. Yes, let's go ahead and just do that. There we go. Then I can move him
Yes.
up. And see how we're just walking them forward, steadily walking them forward. Steadily walking them forward.
Yes. Ready to serve.
So you see this game can absolutely turn against you quick, if you ain't careful. Let's go ahead and rush these two in here in this little bud thingy, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and put him up in front of them two. Now, look at that. See how we just claimed all that right there, guys? So now we're going to move these guys right here. Get in there. We're going to take these guys right here. We're going to move them right here. We might get messed up on some of that CALYX at first. That's all right. We're moving back up in there immediately. So we're taking this advantage. We're taking advantage of this advantage that we are taking advantage of. Does that make sense? Absolutely. It sounds silly. But we're moving in there. We're absolutely moving in there. All right, so this artillery, we can go ahead and put him right there. Okay, let's get these guys up here. Let's get this guy up here. Let's get this guy up here. Let's get these guys involved. There we go. Look at that. There we go. All right, so now I need find my thingy. I'm gonna go ahead and send a repair unit up there. 2 more of those.
Ready to serve.
Okay.
Always ready. You got it. Ready for action. Understood.
Let's kind of move some stuff around.
You got it. Ready for action.
There we go.
Always ready.
So as long as you're careful, and you have some type of strategy to what you're doing, you'll be all right in this game. But you can clearly see where, I told you, you're not just going to win this game. It's just not going to happen. It's just not the way it's going to work for you. Okay, get these little guys. The reason we move these little guys up first is because they kill all this green stuff, because this green stuff will surround your vehicles and it'll get you stuck. And these big boys, if you get these big boys like this guy right here, this guy right here, and this guy right here stuck, well, you have absolutely hindered yourself. You have absolutely put yourself in a predicament where you're going to lose those units. So, because each unit has its own specific use and function, so you don't want to waste your units, because you've seen where you don't have unlimited money in this game. So there is that. It is not a thing. You do not have unlimited money in this game. Okay. Now, I think we have a really good setup here. So we're going to move this guy right here. Let's go back here. Okay, let's get us some more artillery. 1, 2. Let's get one of these fine things right there. Okay, we're out of money. We're out of resources. That's okay. Let's see. Can we build a building? Power. We've got plenty of power. Defenses. We have not unlocked that yet. Orbital. So what is this guy right here? Orbital laser. Fires a powerful laser from orbit. Okay. So we need money to do that. Go get you some water, Boca. Go ahead. Go get some water. Go. All right, let me take a sip of this coffee. I forgot all about my coffee, folks. I've been in the heat of battle. So we've got a perimeter pretty well established, guys. We've had to work for it. Absolutely, we've had to work for it. This is on easy. This is absolutely on easy. I want to shoot that laser off and see what that laser does, because I haven't done that yet. Nope, I sure haven't. I missed that cup of coffee. So, all right. I want to put that laser right here on this guy, and if he clears this, we are absolutely going to go in there and move our forces up immediately. If that's the case, we will have secured this island up here. And guys, that's actually what we want to do. Is we want to secure this island next. Okay. Because we don't have no more upgrades for, oh, here we go. We're going to try the laser, folks. We are fixing to try it. All right, laser. Let's laser you. Okay, he did not destroy that. Okay. That's all right. That's okay. So let's go ahead and move these fine little fellers up here.
Yes. Yes. Affirmative. Ready for action. You got it.
Okay.
Serve. Affirmative. Always ready. Understood.
All right.
Ready to serve.
We got some artillery happening.
Yes. Yes. Understood.
Okay.
Ready for action.
Now we're gonna take a chance. We're gonna live a little dangerously. Let's
Ready.
move this guy up right here.
Ready to serve.
Let's move this guy up right here. Let's move him up just a tad bit. Let's move him up a little bit more. And we're gonna take these guys right here. We're gonna get a little crazy. We're gonna put them right here and see how they fare. And while they're doing that, we're gonna move these guys up.
Understood.
I'm gonna have to do these guys manually.
For action.
Nope. You come back over here. There you go.
You got it. Ready to serve.
Okay.
Ready for action. Yes.
Didn't go how I thought it was gonna go.
You got it. Ready for action.
Okay. Well, no worries.
Ready
All right,
to serve.
let's do it. Let's go with that formation. I wish you had the ability to actually select the type of formation that you were going after,
Yes.
but you don't,
Understood.
and that's okay.
Always ready. Yes. Ready for action.
That's okay. Notice we're moving this artillery in up and all that stuff. Okay, let's get y'all over here to kind of help support that. Let's get you over here to help support that. Let's get you two
Ready. Yes.
up here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's put you right here. All right. So y'all can go here. Y'all can go right there. Get it. Get it. They're going to get it. Like I said, guys, this is basically a Command and Conquer with roots, trees, vegetation. All right, we got this bad boy again. Let's go ahead and put that right there.
You got it. Affirmative.
All right, we used it all up. All right, so what we're fixing to do,
Always ready.
we're gonna put all these guys right here on this. Okay, and then we're gonna wall this off. Okay, we might lose some guys. Okay, then we're gonna put them right there.
Understood.
Bam. All right, now we're gonna move these guys up. Make sure there's no more flowers. Okay, there's no more flowers, so we're gonna put these guys on that flower right there, and that's gonna kick back. So we've literally basically we just got the island, guys, from the little laser thingy. Absolutely beautiful work. Beautiful work. All right, now we're gonna move these guys over here and put them on that right now, real quick. All right, guys, we've basically got the island, but we're not gonna stop there. We're not gonna stop there. Because check this out. We're going to take our artillery. Okay. And we're going to put our artillery right there. The rest of these guys are going to go right here. And they're just going to put up a defense. Okay. We're going to send this guy down here. Okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to extend our power poles. I think this one will be the easiest. Yep, this is going to be the easiest. Okay, can we? Yes. Yeah, we just got plenty of resources now, guys. Absolutely plenty of resources now. We basically just won the game now, guys. Pretty much in a nutshell. Okay. Harvester stopped. Okay, not sure why he stopped. Okay. You know what? You just go right on over there, big guy.
Always ready.
And you just go right on over there, too. All right, so y'all work on that. What are you doing over here, guy? You just come right on over here. There you go. You know what? Just go right there. All right. Beautiful. All right, now, our artillery. Yes, our artillery is absolutely going to work. Okay.
Understood. Yes. Affirmative. Yes. Ready to serve. Understood.
Beautiful. So what that artillery is going to do is it's going to work on this, and it's going to free up this, so we can ease on down in here, and we're going to collect this valley right here. Oh yeah. Oh, it's getting good, guys. I'm excited now. All right, let's go ahead and throw one of these guys down right here. We're going to go ahead and rotate it like so. All right, we're going to go ahead and stick this right there and right there. Oh, we're out of money. Okay, that's okay. That's all right if we're out of money. It's not a problem. There we go. Sometimes just being patient, guys, is all you need. Just a little patience. All right, a little bit more. Okay. Bam. All right, now we can go ahead and build. You know what? Let's go ahead and build it down here to keep it closer to the other one. Or not. Yeah, we'll put that bad boy right there. All right. No more research in there. And there should only be one more research in there. Okay. I would like to see more research, more units. Like I said, I'd love to see aerial units. When I say aerial units, you know, aerial units like a transport ship. At the very least, a transport ship where you can transport, you know, say like behind enemy lines type stuff, you know, which I think would be kind of cool. I think would absolutely be kind of cool. All right, so these guys absolutely are doing a phenomenal job right there on that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move him right there. I'm gonna go ahead and move this guy right over here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys and put them in a wall formation right here. I'm gonna take these guys and put them right behind that. This guy's gonna just kind of nose on down right there. All right. Let's see. Refinery. Absolutely. I'll have 2 of those. Thank you. And please. Bam. All right. So we need to wait on a little bit more gold. We'll get that here in just a second, guys. Bam. All right. So now let's go ahead and right click, and we're going to build 1, 2. Okay. We're going to go over here, and then we're going to build 2 more ore trucks there. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeously beautiful. So we've got this, guys. It's all downhill now. We're just waiting on some money, which they'll load up some money here in just a second. See, they both just shot off in the air. So there's ore truck right there. There's another ore truck right there. Absolutely perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and select our ore factory. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw a couple more artillery out. Artillery is your friend in this game, guys. They work very well with 2 artillery together. They absolutely do a phenomenal job. All right, so that's going to push that back. So now, can we can't reach him. So let's see if we can move and maybe reach him. And if so, that's going to clear that out right there. Remember, we got some more artillery building, so. Okay, he can't quite reach that, so let's see if we can move him right there, maybe. We can go ahead and move him up. We can go ahead and move these guys up. We'll put them right there. We'll go ahead and move him up. Okay. Artillery's doing a fine job holding that back right there. All right, now, how far can you shoot? Still not enough, huh? All right, so let's go ahead and move these guys up right here. Okay, and let's go ahead and move this little fella up right there. Okay. They're going to clear the area. Let's go ahead and put these guys right there, too, to give it a little bit better backup, because it looks like we might be getting a little overwhelmed right there. All right, come here, you little fellers. All right, I'm going to need y'all to go right here. All right, I'm going to need y'all to go right here immediately. Beautiful. You come on down here. Support that guy. You come right here. You. Let's see. Can we put you roughly right there? That'll work. That'll be a perfect little spot. We're trying to get in range of this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And that's all we got to do is just get in range in this guy right here. Once he gets in range, then we can take that route or that this guy out right here. We can go ahead and put him right there to, and we can go ahead and put him right there also to kind of give him a little bit of assistance. All right, so there is this bad boy right here. So we're going to go ahead and nudge him right there. We're going to nudge him right there. Or can we put him right there? Yeah, we can put them both right there. There we go. Perfect. And then we're just going to go ahead and drop some stuff on that. Oh, we got our orbital laser, don't we? Yes. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, we need one more right there on that one too. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and drop one on that one too. All right. All right, let's get them up there. Let's get them up there. And we're going to move that artillery in a little bit closer. Let's get these guys up here also. We're going to put that artillery on him. All right, there we go, guys. We are absolutely ruling it now. We're absolutely ruling it now. So, let me uh send a text message to let them know. Mm-hmm. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and pull that back up so I can read the chat again. There we go. All right. Where was we at? Oh yes. So we're gonna take all these lovely little fellas right here, and we were going to bring them absolutely right here to support our artillery. What that's going to do is that's going to give us basically the whole bottom half of the map. We can go ahead and bring these fine fellows up right here also, and we're going to push this beast right up in that little valley right there. Speaking of which, I think let's go ahead and drop a laser down on this little fella right there, just for the fun of it. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, so now what that means is we can just go ahead and drive right on up in here. Yes, it does. Okay. And let these guys get settled in. Yes. Perfect. Now, these guys can just... You know what? Can we get 4 of them? Yes, we can. Yes, we absolutely can. Yes, we can. All right, we just basically we've won the game, guys. We've got the resources, we've got the manpower. Not sure why my harvester stopped, but we'll sort of that here in a minute. Harvester, where are you at and why did you stop? Oh, I'm not sure why he stopped. Okay, whatever. Any more down here? All right, so we've got money. We've got power. We've got the whole map. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit this guy up. And we're going to go ahead and put these guys over here also. And we're going to start pushing them back. Okay. Now, we're going to get these guys ready because whenever they take this guy out and this guy out, yeah, you go ahead and hit that. We're going to move these guys up real quick. Okay, we need to give these guys some backup. Nope. Oh, it's too late. We got to get these guys in there, get them some backup. Otherwise, we're gonna lose them. Get him up there. Hurry. See how we got a little too cocky, folks. We got a little too cocky, and we almost paid the price for it. We almost paid the price for it, guys. we underestimated our capabilities. And come over here. You don't need to go all up in that. Come on. Move your ass. Yeah, they were trying to hurt themselves. All right, let's go ahead and move these guys up. Move this guy up. Give some support. Okay. All right, now we can take all these fine little beasties right here, and we can just stretch them all across right here. By the time they get there, they'll absolutely be ready to rock it. Look at that. All right, so now we are breaking him in half right here. Okay, but we're gonna leave these guys right here for just a moment because now, these little fellas right here, we're gonna put them right there. Okay, we're gonna move this guy up right here. We're gonna move that guy up right there. We're gonna move that guy up right there. We're gonna move that guy up right there. That way, when my artillery gets there eventually, they'll have some cover fire. Okay, let's just move y'all up here. All right, so now we're almost in striking range of this little fella right here. So we're going to go ahead and take him out. Okay, and what that's going to do when we take that one out, it's going to clear up all these vines all the way up to here. And then when we get in there, we're going to, I thought I had artillery up here. Yes, I do. Go ahead and take that out. Once we take this little fella right here out,
Ready for action. You got it. Ready to serve.
no, we don't want y'all up there. We want y'all. There you go.
Yes.
Just like that. All right. Let's go ahead and, all right, yep. Now we're working on it. You know what? Let's go ahead and hit some lasers on them, too. Yes.
You got it. Understood.
All right. Did we ever, research the, bomb thingy? Yes, we did. All right. Now, how did we build that bomb thingy? I don't know how we build the bomb thingy, guys. Is it defense? Oh, yes, it is. Defense is. All right, let's see. How do I do this? Oh, okay. So how does it work? I'm just throwing them down. A large amount of explosive ordnance that is manually detonated. Okay, so let's detonate it. Yeah, let's detonate it. Okay, so yeah. Okay. So that's how that works. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to take these, well, not all of them. We're going to take these little guys right here. We're going to rush in there. We're going to get it. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it all.
Understood.
Yep. We're going to get in there and get involved, folks. There you go.
Ready for action.
Let's go ahead and, there you go. Get up in there. Get up there.
Ready to serve.
You need to get up there. There you go. There you go. Uh-oh. Get up. There you go. Yes. Yes, we're good now. We're peachy.
Always ready.
All right. Almost got it. Almost got it. Bam. All right. Everybody's gonna
Ready for action.
make a mad dash up front, up top, up here. All right. Uh-oh. Let's see. We're gonna stretch these guys out all the way up here. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Can we
Ready for action.
knock him out? Okay. So basically, we've got this guy cornered. Well, just one more left, guys. Absolutely, they are cornered. Okay. All right. Now what is this? Hills. All units must be connected to power. Nice. Excuse me. I got choked up on that. A bit of excitement. I tell you what would be really nice, guys, is if we could have a like a map editor where we could create our own maps. That would be a nice little. That'd be an absolutely nice little treat right there. Absolutely. Uh, would be a beautiful little treat right there. So basically, we can just roll on up in there like we own the place. Oh, y'all can go ahead and come up there too.
Understood. Always ready.
Yep. Get up there. Get up there. So basically, you know, we own this map now.
You got it.
Um,
Ready for action.
and then I think I figured it out. If you take these guys out, it just takes out a lot of the other stuff too. Yep, we'll go ahead and send him up there in the fray of things.
For action.
We'll go ahead and send these guys up here to protect
Ready to serve.
our artillery.
Affirmative.
He's gonna go pile right in the middle of it, 'cause that's what he does. Yep, he sure is. He's just gonna go right up in the middle of it. He's gonna get involved. Okay, well you do you, boo. You do you.
Always ready. Understood.
I'll eventually send some backup there to you to help you out.
You got it.
He just drove right on up in there. So here, hold my beer. I got this.
For action.
All right, let's go ahead and
Ready to serve.
push these guys up.
Affirmative. Always ready. Understood. Yes.
So we're just basically just working ourselves on around the map.
Always ready. Yes. Ready to serve. You got it. Ready for action.
There we go. We just continue on walking forward.
Always ready.
Now, let's go ahead and put that artillery out front. There we go. Let's go ahead and make that control group 1. Let's see. Well, actually, we don't need no more units, guys. Truth be told, we got this.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna make them control group 3. These guys control group 4. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and put these guys up there. And then these guys, yeah, we've got this downhill, guys. Absolutely.
Yes. Understood. Ready for action.
Let's see, control group 5.
You got it. Yes.
And we'll just bring y'all up here and just let y'all do you. Perfect. And we're just gonna start walking our units forward. That's all we're gonna do, guys, is just start walking our units forward. Look at that. All right.
Yes. Understood. Affirmative. Always ready. You got it.
Let's see. Artillery. Yep. Basically, we're just kind of like bunny hopping in a way. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Okay. We're just leapfrogging our units. Is basically all we're doing, guys. Just leapfrogging.
Affirmative.
I'm sure it's got a strategic name to it. I don't know what it would be called, but
Understood.
you know, And then we're just leapfrogging. So we'll go ahead and finish this low map because we just about have it conquered. Yay! So there is that. I mean, we could go ahead and conquer the other enemy with our orbital laser thingy, but then that would just be too fast. All right. Number 2, artillery.
You got it.
Okay.
Affirmative.
3. Let's get these guys all up in here in the fray of things. Let's put these guys all up here in arm's way too. Well, we're absolutely rushing them, guys. We're absolutely rushing them, and we've got a pretty good defensive force right now. And truth be told, you probably don't need that many or this many units and all that stuff if you use them all correct, because they all have their strengths and stuff like that. Absolutely, they have their strengths. Let's go ahead and put these guys right here because we're going to start taking out some stuff. Yes, we are. Let's go ahead and get these guys right here.
Understood.
Number 4.
Affirmative.
There we go. Number 5.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. And then number 2. I want you to go ahead and just take that one out. Let's go ahead and get these guys defending all these lovely little fellers right there.
Yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and get these guys up here, leapfrog.
Affirmative.
And then our artillery is going to move in there. There it is. And they're going to go ahead and take these guys out.
Ready to serve.
Okay.
Got it.
So, yep, we do that. We absolutely
Yes.
will
Affirmative. Ready for action. Yes. Always ready.
let's go ahead and get a better defense going on here.
Ready to serve. Affirmative.
All right.
Yes.
Go ahead and move him up.
Understood.
All right, there we go. So basically, we're just going to sit here and look pretty. Got some real good defense. Got some offense too. So guys, this is CALYX. This is the playtest version. Like I said, check out the Steam page. CALYX, CALYX is the name of the game. Definitely check out their Steam page. If it's still available, throw your name on the playtest list and go from there. All right, so we didn't lose no units, I don't think. So that's the game, guys. There you have it, right there. So, with that being said, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this. Excuse me, this excuse me, this live stream, and I will be bringing more back to you of this game. But as always, guys, happy gaming, and we'll see you in the next stream.